Hi, this is my week 1 reflection. As you can see, I just got off work. Vaginal. I'm pretty tired, so I'm gonna probably make this short and sweet. So this week I chose to do the basics of nursing care. I did like basic psychosocial, basic physical assessment, the nursing process. And I chose to do it that way because I wanted to make sure that I knew all the basics before I touched on to like med-surg and pediatrics and OB, because if you don't know the basics, there's no way that I'm gonna know them. I was really happy with how the questions went, all except pharm, but I know math is my weak point. That's why I took Dr. Huber's advice and I was doing 10 medication math questions a day, even though I literally despise doing them. It is the longest 10 questions of my existence. But I need to get better at math, and I need to get used to doing it without like having the equation like right in front of me. So I definitely was struggling a little bit on the med math. And one thing I did notice was that I switched my answers a lot. Like one of my tests, I literally got like a 14 out of 20 in. I would have got like a 19 had I not switched half of my freaking answers. So I definitely next week I want to continuing to work on math, going with my gut, not changing my answers, and I think next week I was thinking about doing OB because that class was the hardest for me. Sorry, Dr. Sullivan. It was just not my preference. So I'm really nervous to do OB questions because I don't think they're gonna go well, and I know that I need to know it. So I think I'm gonna start with the OB next week because they're challenging for me, and I want to challenge myself right now early in the semester while I'm not swamped with like community exams, critical care exams. Like right now I'm kind of just hanging out, a few Nclex questions here and there a day, and that's really all it's been for me. So I definitely want to challenge myself while I have the time, and then work on things that I know and love, like psych and peds, during the weeks that I'm like really, really stressed. So I think that's my game plan so far. Sorry, I am so exhausted. My mind is blank. Oh, remediations. So for remediations, I hate the chart. Putting it out there doesn't work for me. So what I did was I chose a topic for the week, and that's the topic I want to do for the entire week. So like if I do OB next week, I'm going to do everything related to OB in that week. That way when I'm typing out my paragraphs, they're organized and it's easy to find. Like I don't want a paragraph about psych and then a paragraph about the nursing process underneath. I want it to be concise and organized. That way when I go and study for my Nclex, I have all this information in a clear, easy, like presentable way to study. I don't want to be like, flipping through my papers, doing all that crazy stuff. I don't want to do it. So but right now I'm sticking with paragraphs. I'm labeling them, I'm color coordinating them. I'm being that extra person. But so yeah, I'm really happy with how week 1 went. Besides, I'm getting a little sick and I don't feel good and I just worked. So besides that, which has nothing to do with Nclex, that's just my life. But other than that, I'm excited to see how OB questions go next week. I might quit after day 1. Let's pray to the gods I don't. Maybe have Dr. Sullivan send me an inspirational message to get through OB questions. But yeah, that's really all I have. Yeah, all right, see you guys tomorrow.